here today at the demo garden at the Tulsa Master Gardener office at the OSU Tulsa County Extension. And I'm here with Jerry Weber. Jerry, welcome. Glad you're here today. I've been a Master Gardener for several years, and I always kind of think of it as our secret garden. Because we have this beautiful garden space here that surrounds all four sides of the building.
Yes.
And not that many people know about it. But the garden is open basically during daylight hours, right? Monday through Friday. People can come by. There's no charge.
Right.
They can come by, walk around the garden. We've got a different, we got shade, we have vegetables, we got sun, we got a koi pond, and we got all different types of stuff here. But people can come out and walk around, and if it's during business hours, they could actually go inside, and if they had a question, and talk to a master gardener about that, and say, hey, I saw a plant out there. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, and we love that concept that people can come down and walk at their leisure, and kind of gives them a respite from whatever's going on in their day at that time.
Right.
To walk around and just see the flowers, see the pollinators doing what they're supposed to be doing, go out to the koi pond and listen to that water trickle down.
Right. It
does, like you said, a secret garden, and it kind of gives it that magical taste, so to speak.
Right.
And I love that concept. I love that idea. We improved so much stuff, including the irrigation, and it's amazing when you give plants just a little bit of water.
Right.
Man, they just take off on their own, and it's just incredible.
Well, obviously you didn't do this by yourself. You had a lot of help from a lot of other master gardeners. You guys were out here last fall, this spring, working, and I heard that a lot of this was new to a lot of this type of brickwork, et cetera, et cetera. You had to learn some things yourself.
Yes, that is true. The multitude of volunteers that came out was just incredible. And if I had even tried to take credit on all this myself, it would be so wrong, because without all of this support, it never would have happened.
Well, the results are beautiful. Is there anything you'd like to say to anybody to invite them to come out here to see the garden?
I would like to invite anyone that enjoys seeing flowers, enjoys seeing vegetables, particularly different vegetables, to come on out and see what we're doing with the place. It is a lot of fun. There's a lot of enjoyment in it, and a lot of pride.
All right, so now we're here in the garden with Kathleen Mowry, a master gardener, relatively new master gardener. Welcome, Kathleen. Good to see you. Thanks for coming here today. But one question people would ask, you're a relatively new master gardener, but you took a deep dive in this demo garden. This is one of your passions, it seems. Why is that? What about the demo garden?
The demo garden is a passion of mine because I consider it outdoor decorating, and my background is in interior design. I have a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree with a master's in interior design and a minor in business administration, so I enjoy the extension of interior design, taking it outside.
Right.
And with everyone interested in patio gardening and outdoor living, it's just become a nice extension of that. And as far as the demo garden goes, we had this vegetable side of our garden, and the beds were falling apart, needed to be redone. So it gave us an opportunity to start thinking, how can we make the vegetable side as pretty as the rest of it?
Right. So that's where it started.
That's where it
started. And this is where it ended, right?
It did.
Well, I saw inside the building, and we'll show those, but there's some drawings, and you guys just didn't come out here and go okay, well, let's do that. You drew it all up, and this is planned and everything. That's got to be your interior designer background.
It is, and I did a lot of research on raised beds to see what the possibilities were, other than just the timber wood that we had. I wanted it to look functional and pretty and lasting. Looked through lots and lots of pictures and decided that we liked the idea of the formal balance of the beds on both sides of the walkway.
Right.
And then breaking up that long, boring strip with these arbors, a series of arbors. We've got 3 triple arbors and 2 double arbors to break up the space and give you a little bit of shade as you walk along. So I felt like that added an awful lot to the appearance. And it's all based on the architecture of the building.
Right.
Every arbor is placed between strategically between certain windows, so that no windows.
So you thought about this?
So yes, it was all well thought out.
People look at it and they're like, well, that looks really good. Well, there's a reason it looks really good. They thought about it and planned it out this way. Well, they are beautiful, and thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
We're now here with Christina Stromberg, another one of our Master Gardener volunteers. And Christina, you've put a lot of time in this garden here. It seems like every time I've come by here, you're right here working on irrigation or something. I mean, what prompted you to get so involved here in the demo garden?
Turns out that my background in engineering is well suited to piping systems, and so irrigation was something I had been dabbling with, and I was very eager to use those skills to help out in the garden.
Right. So irrigation.
Irrigation.
Very important in a garden. If we've learned that anytime, we've learned that this summer. You got to water them, they need their water, or they're not going to live. And hand watering gets pretty old pretty quick. So you've installed a lot of automated sprinkling systems in here, drip irrigation, is that correct?
Yes, we have. So we have two controllers. We have one on the north side of the building, one on the south side, and they control just about half of the garden. So we'll have the north side running at one time and the south side running at another time. And what we did here on the west side is we installed drip irrigation as opposed to spray heads or as opposed to rotors. Right. And what that does is it prevents the leaves from becoming wet, right, and that keeps disease down in a garden.
Right. So you've been pleased with the results? How it's been working?
I've been very happy with the results. And of course, there's always something I'm going to want to tweak. So that's probably why you see me out here so often.
All right. So is there any part of this garden that's like one of your favorites?
I have two favorites.
Two favorites?
Am I allowed to have two favorites?
Well, of course.
I have a lot of involvement with the vegetable garden. So these two beds here were primarily vegetables and companion plants to vegetables. For example, edible flowers like marigolds were something that we added. But these two I really like because we don't find a lot of vegetable gardening in public gardens or landscapes.
Right.
And in this case, it was devoted to highlighting the vegetables as opposed to hiding them in a landscape.
Right.
And I think it gives us an opportunity to really showcase that OSU research that we share with the community.
Right.
And then my second favorite has to be the water features. I really love the pond in the front because I think that you don't usually think of a pond as a garden, but it can be, and it definitely is in our case. We have water lilies, we have all kinds of aquatic plants out there, and they require their own chemistry, and we have someone who's perfectly suited to that, who has a background in that, and she does a great job taking care of them. And I think that it's something that if you came out to a garden, it wouldn't be something you would expect to see.
Thanks for being with us, Christina, and thanks for all the work you guys have done on our garden.
It's my pleasure.
All right, well, now we're here with John Ando. He's a Master Gardener, class of 2021. A lot of you 2021ers out here in the demo garden. That's relatively new in the Master Gardener lifespan, but you've joined, you've become a huge asset to us, but you really you got really involved here with the demo garden. What attracted you to this project?
I think the fact that we were able to had a clean slate and start over and do some of the arbors and trellises and the raised beds that we made. I think that was what interested me most about it.
Right. So you like the construction aspect?
Yeah, I think so.
Getting dirty, bricks and wood and stuff. Well, it looks great. They look great. Is there a special part here that you like? Do you have a favorite part, or you just like the entire idea of the garden?
I just like being in the garden and getting my hands dirty, and I'm trying to learn all the plants and all the different seasons, and it's been really good for me.
All right, John, we appreciate you. Glad you're a Master Gardener, and appreciate all the great work you've done here.
Thank you, Tom.
Well, it's here, and this kind of hidden gem here in Tulsa, and the Master Gardeners have basically built this as a gift to the city of Tulsa. Come out and enjoy. I know I've seen people out here eating lunch.
Yeah.
Whether they live in the neighborhood or work in the neighborhood, they get their lunch, come by, sit out here on a bench and eat lunch. It's a nice little place. So anyway, come out and see us. Enjoy the Tulsa Master Gardener Demo Garden.